Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cade, Lacey, a high school scholar who dreams of fortune and knowledge, and like me, many of you are fixing to enter the world of college applications. Some of you may look forward to gaining experience for your careers, while others are just looking for the party. However, the aspect we often overlook is the cost. And if you were wondering, this isn't the type of money you could swim in like Scrooge McDuck. It's the type you drown in. And I believe the risk provided by the cost of going to a major university is not worth it. As reported by Melanie Hansen for Education Data Initiative on November 22nd, 2021, nearly a third of college students drop out before their sophomore year. Even more staggering, 38% of these students have left due to their financial pressures. Now, why would that happen to be? Well, if we take a look at the average cost of college, it turns out to be $25,615 a year for just the average in-state tuition. That's excluding how much it costs to be an out-of-state student. And for many people, that's a lot of dough, considering you're supposed to attend college for 4 or more years. Now, let's say you're one of the more fortunate students. You have good scholarships, hand-me-down textbooks, you can have your schooling paid for by the next 5 to 10 years, and life is just absolutely amazing. Except it isn't. And it'll take longer than you thought to pay off schooling. Why? Because now, not only do you have to pay for education, but you also have to pay to live. No joke. Let's use Texas as an example. Bear in mind, this is one of the cheaper states. If you choose to live in your apartment because you don't want a roommate or a set of rules for your school's dorms, in a small town, you may be looking about $862 a month. Whereas in a place like Austin or Houston, which are where most of your major universities are going to be, you may instead face a whopping $1,280 a month for rent. On top of having to pay for a shelter, you also have to pay to eat. For a single person, on average, Texans tend to spend about $265 on groceries. Granted, you probably are going to be on a meal plan of some sort in college. It's typically what most people do. But you still have to eat at home, do you not? And let us not forget the transportation uses, and you need it to get around the school or places near the town. So let's say you ride the bus around town. With a monthly pass nowadays, that's about $50 to $60. Perhaps you're the person in your group of friends who gives people rides since some of them may not have their licenses or just need a quick lift. Excluding insurance, maintaining your vehicle costs about $1,357 a year. Now, you could probably ask your friends for a buck or two to help out, but after factoring that into your expenses, is it really worth going to college considering that it outweighs heavily the money you receive to go to school on scholarship? More than likely, you won't have a full ride, so you'll have to take out some sort of loan. A loan, unlike a grant, is money given to you that must be paid back, plus interest. Unfortunately, most young adults don't understand that going into the real world. Hence, why adults, though they have their bachelors, make almost double their student debt struggle. Because life gets in the way sometimes and we fall behind, and over time the interest builds up, many people struggle to continue to maintain a nice balance between making sure your student debts are paid and just being able to live. So oftentimes it creates stress and it really kind of makes them doubt whether or not college really helped them. All in all, the cost of college is way too high. Heck, even Google finished that last sentence for our writer. While it is true that you could earn double or triple what someone without a bachelor's makes and probably be more experienced in your line of work, setting you up for better job opportunities, you'll wind up in a situation where, as an adult fresh out of school, you don't make enough money to accumulate any type of profit, and often your debt tends to overpower you. To have a chance, you need to be completely on top of everything thrown at you. So, financially speaking, college may not be completely worth it. We'd like to thank the many different websites and sources we use to help build this presentation. We'd also like to thank our script writer, Ethan Stonum, our PowerPoint specialist, Cade, Lacey, and Ethan Stonum, our editors, Evelyn Aguilar and Daniella Collazo. We'd like to thank our researchers, Evelyn Aguilar, Daniella Collazo, Cade Lacey, and Ethan Stonum. And lastly, our presenter, Cade Lacey. Thank you, and we hope you have a great day. Cade Lacey.